me and the guys in the Alliance Unichem team, we work closely with our new colleagues to be on the boot side. And you just got to work through, several weeks and months in advance planning for day one. Yeah. So, clearly there are effects to, although there's a merger at the top co, there are still two sets of operations, albeit you've got to look at, are there any change in control clauses? Will that impact any of my debt facilities? Will the credit risk change? So although there's no change of control, will lenders be, less willing to offer an overdraft, etc.? So we work through the practicalities. How do we work our pools, etc.? And you have to have a plan, and you work through sort of ground up from the cash, the funding, the change of control. What facilities do I have? And then you get on the phone to your banking group, and for a lot of them, they want to stay with you because they see it as an opportunity. There might be one or two that want to leave because of pricing, for example. We suddenly were able to drive even better pricing on our banking facilities. And so again, you have to work through all of that as a team with your, both sides. I'd always advise, wherever possible, if it's big enough, get a project manager. I was lucky enough to have a guy who joined, the CFO brought in a gentleman to work with us on terms of the wider finance function, not just Treasury, but it sort of forced us into planning and going through all the issues in detail.
More recently, you've gone private equity to public, and then the process is going back to being private equity. What's influenced that process, and how's that then impacted on Treasury, as it were? Because we were saying before the show, it's been quite a challenging time.
Yeah, so it has. I mean, one bit maybe to add is in terms of, again, thinking back to my Travelex experience at Travelport. Again, the key is, and again, this goes back to sort of leadership. You've got to work out, have you got the right structure, the right people in your team, the right location, the right technology. And so, one of the things that I started, in fact, before the IPO, thinking about, but then implemented post-IPO, was effectively, again, consolidating the team. So the team, when I joined, we had a small team in Atlanta, as well as a team here in the UK in Langley. And I realised sort of after a while, although a great team, really good people in Atlanta, it didn't really make sense in terms of a look-forward treasury structure. So with the use of technology and also matching the business model here, which is quite a centralised approach in terms of the way we contract globally as a very sort of focused corporate team here in Langley, it made sense to focus with the Treasury team here. So the team was consolidated into a core team here in the UK. Get qualified, prove that you got that sort of technical ability, and you will, the Treasury exams have changed since I've done them, but I think they're even more relevant. I found them exceedingly relevant when I did them. Having done the ACA, the Chartered Accountancy, I'm proud of the fact I got through them and I did them, but I found the Treasury exams, very relevant for the job. So to do those, go on courses, really understand the technical aspects of Treasury and your role in that. One of the things I think because I found it so interesting, I sadly quite enjoyed doing the Treasury exams, although I was glad I got through them I got through the MCT just as my first daughter was born, and I vowed I'd never do any more exams. I haven't done any more exams since then, but get a good foundation in terms of your qualifications.